Cheers, Juju.
Thanks for coming, April. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Juju. So, what would you say about this brand?
Well, I won't say anything yet until we go through like the 3 steps. Basically, we have to test this wine with our sights, with our nose, and our palate.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Let me try it.
Why are you moving too fast? You didn't check the sights yet. That's why I have this for you. This for me.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
I know it's a little bit dark here, but what color you getting?
I'm getting burgundy. Is it burgundy on your side?
So burgundy does deep red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting deep red for secondary color, and primary color.
Primary color is like brick red.
Yes, brick red.
Right?
Oh, you're good.
I know, right?
All right. So basically, why we look at it is because we're able to tell the age from the color. You might be able to tell the grapes.
Yeah.
Generally, red wine gets lighter with age, white wine darkens with age.
Yeah.
Which is one of the important things for us to look at the color.
But not all the red wines.
Why do you say that?
Or I'll say that because it depends on the country the red wine is coming from.
Okay.
Because grapes differ. Huh? Even if you're using a particular grape per region, some regions, due to the earth, soil,
Yeah.
grape differs.
Yeah.
There's some wines that the older red wines, the older it gets more darker.
Which one?
Okay, we could look at the Irish wines.
Okay.
Because of their soils, huh?
Yeah.
The older the wines get, the darker it is.
So, for me, I will not understand the, let's say, the technique behind this, because basically after you're done with the wine production, if you want to have the wines as beautiful wines, you can serve them right, you can bottle them up and serve them right away. But the moment you age them, think of it, the colors, the wine when you squeeze the grape, that is colorless, right? The color comes from the skin. So these colors are particles. The colors, the tannins and all that, they come from the skin. So that's why red wine is produced a little bit different from white wine. Red wine is fermented 2 times and white wine is once. That's basically because the first time you're fermenting it, you put in the still barrel, you're trying to get the colors. Then after the colors, you're adding a little bit of that. Even rosé is the same type of process. So when you have them in a barrel, it's set. So those red particles, colors, and everything, it settles down at the top of the barrel.
When you're
you
talking
do
about
have
grapes,
yeah.
don't forget the regions have different kind of grapes.
Mhm.
So some regions like South African wines,
Yeah.
Italian wines, French wines.
Yeah.
I think this country also produces wines, Ireland, and all of that. So their wines, some of them, they're not as the same as it used to be when it comes to color and taste.
Yeah, they're not the same because even when you look
so
at tannin structure, like a Pinot Noir is lighter.
Yeah.
You have a Syrah or a
That's
Cabernet
what I'm talking
Sauvignon
about.
on the top.
But you said initially
Yeah.
that wines get lighter by age.
Red wines.
Red wines.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you to tell you that
Yeah.
there's some red wines that don't get lighter by age. Rather, they get darker by age. Because of soil plantation.
Okay.
Some of them, even when you peel off and you ferment first, second, some of it depends on the eco environment that grew the plant. Some of them, the wine gets darker. That's why sometimes when you meet some French wines that have aged, really aged,
Yeah.
they're very dark.
So what regions have grapes that go darker?
I wouldn't say a particular region,
Yeah.
It depends on what the soil is like.
Okay, I would agree that like different wines,
Yes.
different grapes do have different quality
Yeah.
and all that. And that's one of the things I love about grape. Grape is different from potatoes,
Yeah.
different from grains and all that because the grape voices out the region from where it grows.
It
You are
grows,
able
yeah.
to taste the type of soil,
Even-
the type of weather, and all
Even
that
when
you're
you talk
able
about
to
white wines, huh?
yeah,
There's some white wines that you say they get darker,
get lighter.
lighter. No, you said red wine gets lighter.
Yeah, red wine gets lighter,
And white wine
ones
gets darker.
yeah.
There's some white ones that get lighter with age.
In a barrel, because
in a
the barrel
barrel,
is wood.
It's wood. It's
So
shielded.
that white
It
wine
depends
inside
on
is gonna keep taking the color of the wood. The color of the wood is brown.
Let me tell
So
you.
it's gonna keep absorbing. It goes in and it's
Oh,
coming out.
okay.
It's gonna
If I
keep
just-
absorbing.
if I
So it's
just-
gonna
if
take
I
a little
just
bit of
change-
characters.
If I just
in that.
change my barrel
Yeah.
and I just started brewing, and you've had a barrel for a very long time and you're brewing, even if it's the same
First of all,
age,
I'll say you're making a
what's the
shitty
color?
wine because a barrel has life cycle. The moment you cannot extract those flavors and colors out of that barrel is done. Throw it away or sell it to a whiskey maker.
And again,
because those guys.
it depends on the kind of barrel.
What type of barrel? French, white, French
You
barrels.
know the different kind of barrels.
Of course.
That's why you have different flavors of wine.
Yeah.
There's some barrels you use that the wine absorbs the flavor more than the color of the barrel.
Like for a
That's
red
why you
wine,
have
for a red
to-
wine, the color won't really matter from the barrel. I'm talking of a white
You
wine
know
where,
there's some white
Yeah.
wines that has fineness of champagne.
yeah, but then
So
the making
tell
process
me
matters,
those
right?
white wines were not brewed in a barrel.
Probably they wasn't, they were not aged that long.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know so.
Have you tried Spanish wine?
I had a lot of Spanish ones.
Okay. Have you seen how crystal clear some white Spanish wines are?
Because every grape has its own qualities.
Either.
So now,
Okay.
what I'm saying is, some grapes are naturally lighter than other grapes. In as much as I say that the red wine is gonna get dark, is gonna get lighter with
Some
age.
grapes
If you
are
have
also
a Pinot
darker
Noir,
than
if
some
you have
other
a Pinot
grapes.
Noir, if you have a Pinot Noir and you don't know it's a Pinot Noir, you're gonna see that it doesn't have that much tannin or color structure. You could basically think it's a wine that has been aging for so long, but it could as well be a young Pinot Noir.
Have you ever tasted an Italian wine that when you look at your tooth, you have to clean it? Have you?
What type of grape would that be? You know, you're talking about a
Okay.
I don't know if that's right to say,
I
but you're
wouldn't
talking
say-
about a
I
Negroni
wouldn't-
grape,
wouldn't-
right? Because the Negroni grape, they definitely come like darker and thicker.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you're
I'm
gonna
saying.
expect
When-
that
when-
from them.
when you
but,
say-
but that is the standard
That's
of
a
that grape.
mistake you made.
That is a standard
The
for that
mistake
grape.
you made was saying that wines come aging while lighter. Like they're getting lighter when
And
they're
I'll
aging.
stand on that fact today, tomorrow, and forever.
But I'm trying
If
to
you're
tell
talking
you.
of a darker grape,
Thank
it
you.
is gonna be darker.
Yeah,
But even when you
but you
age
shouldn't-
that, it stays for years. It's gonna settle down and
Now,
get lighter.
even as light as it will be,
Yeah.
it can never be as light as this wine.
Of course, it's not gonna be
Yeah,
because
that's
that
what
is
I'm
the
trying to
nature
tell
of that
you.
grape.
That's why I talked about soil.
Yeah.
That's why I talk about ecosystem. That's
Yeah.
why I talk about where it's going to be produced from.
In a little word, you're talking about
Because-
tawa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the grapes are different.
Of course.
That's what I'm talking about. When you say wines, girl, not every wine we drink with age looks like this. Look, wines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some wines are darker because of how they grow them. You know, okay, in Africa we use a lot of fertilizers sometimes. There's some of those countries that they don't even need it.
All right, see,
Their
maybe you
grapes
get
are
me wrong.
like very, very, very thick.
Now, if you bring a Syrah,
Okay.
you bring a Pinot Noir. The Pinot Noir, no matter how long it aged, or the Syrah, no matter how long it aged, is most likely going to be darker than the Pinot Noir.
Thank
because
you.
Of their structure.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
If
So,
I'm telling you
What
that,
happened that misunderstanding here?
all right. So let me ask you a question. Let's have a Syrah here. You have a 2020 Syrah, 2021, all the way to 2022. Are they all going to be the same color?
No.
Which one would be lighter and which one would be darker?
Depends on the grape.
I said they are all Syrah or they are all Petit Verdot.
The rest will be darker.
Darker with the more it's getting older.
Yes.
That is impossible.
You think so?
No, so that is impossible.
I wish we had seriously so that we could grow them for 50 years and know how.
So our next, so let's say the next time we do this, we're gonna have like a vintage variation
Yeah.
of different red wines.
Have
Let's
you
say-
tried the Chantu Tumel? It's from France.
Yeah,
The older it gets,
yeah.
the darker it is.
I know that is very possible, even
Yeah.
though I haven't seen
The
that.
ones are the 2 years old ones might look like this.
Yeah,
The 6 years old ones will look darker
yeah,
because as it's absorbing from the barrel,
yeah.
it's getting darker.
Okay.
These ones, I don't know how they do it,
Yeah.
but it absorbs. Like it's like the barrels. I don't know, but I feel the barrels go through fire process.
So those are
So
the type
it's-
of barrels that you like ignite them from inside.
Yeah.
So when you ignite them from inside, it makes an alligator skin,
So,
extracting the sugar
yeah,
and caramel
so
and all that
everything
inside.
is infusing into
Well,
the
why would you
wine.
do that to your wine?
Why would you do that? That's one of the best wines I like.
Well, that's what you do to a
I
whiskey.
like dark wine because I'm
And
sorry.
I heard you like dark men too.
Of course I do. I'm a dark woman. I'm African, yeah. Even though I'm not Nigerian, I'm African. But anyways, I'm into dark wines. I don't like sweet wines. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan. Be it white, be it
Yeah.
black.
Do you
be
know?
it-
Do you know what makes the wine? Like when you taste the sweetness in the wine, do you know why it's that sweet or it's not?
Okay, for me, and it's the fruit,
No.
and it's the as a fermentation process.
Okay. Yes, fermentation process.
Yes,
yeah.
it's a fermentation process. But for me, the best wines for me, everybody has the preference.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet wines.
Yeah.
I can never do. I feel sweet wines are like somebody trying to be
No, not
off
necessarily.
the red.
You see how you
because I
achieve.
feel wine should be naturally not sweet.
How you-
Somebody just
say,
decided
how-
in
listen,
that
say.
fermentation process
Yeah.
to
No, no,
do
no, no,
one
no.
or two extras.
No, no, no. What decide a sweet wine is this. Where do you get your sugar from? The grape, right?
Yeah.
And that sugar is what becomes your alcohol.
Mhm.
Like when you take a grape berry like this, it is 75%. The 75% that is inside is just water and sugar. That's what becomes your wine.
Yeah.
Because 5% seed and 20% skin.
Uh-huh.
Skin gives you colors, tannins, and all that. But now, that sugar juice, when you put yeast, it's gonna ferment, and the yeast is gonna eat up all the sugar and convert it to alcohol. So the more sugar you have, the more alcohol you get.
But do you know the oldest wines and most?
Yeah, but that's where I'm heading because
And the oldest
Because-
wines
no,
are the
no.
best wines.
not
They are not sweet.
no, not necessarily. Who are you to tell the people that that is the best wine?
Because the older the wine it is, the
That
the
is
better
one
it
of
is.
that is one of the reasons a wine can be great. There's a lot of other things. There's distinctiveness. There is balance. There is alcohol. There is beyond
Sometimes
fruitfulness.
I
There is
feel-
the ability
okay,
of the
let me-
wine
let me
to
make
evoke
this
emotional
comment.
presence.
We're being too serious here. Let me make this comment. Do you know why I don't like sweet wines? Because I
Yeah.
feel the owners of these wines were
Yeah.
not patient enough. They lack patience. So they tasted it and they found, oh, this is sweet. Because I mean, the
No, but
older
then
the wine, the
that's-
less sweet it is.
No. That's where I'm heading because that
But-
happens during the. Don't
But
forget
you know, sweet
that
wines
happens during
are
fermentation.
from like 12 years downwards.
But again, what I'm saying is that
Older wines
you know
are
when
not
you
sweet.
when you taste sugar in wine, that's residual sugar. That's the amount of alcohol that refuses to be converted to alcohol. That is why you can still taste it. When it gets converted, it just becomes alcohol.
Juju, let me ask you that question. Huh?
Go on.
Between white wine and red wine, which do you prefer? What's your preference?
I can never answer that question. It depends on what I'm eating, the mood I'm having. When I'm eating a steak, when I'm eating a fatty steak, I'm gonna go for Israeli Cabernet Sauvignon, and that's basically because tannin love fat. It's got more tannin. I'm eating a fatty food. I'm gonna mash them together. When I'm having salad or something salty cheese, something bright, acidic, I'm gonna have an acidic white wine, like a high acid wine.
You're saying this because you're invested into this thing.
That's the hack.
But people who are not,
Yeah.
I've gone to places where people, I'm sorry, order for some brands that I know that these brands are not. Let me not mention the brand. And
Yeah,
then
let's not
I
mention the
see you
brands.
having a platter and you're ordering a certain brand of wine, and I'm like, Sister, do you want to poison yourself? Because you're stuck in all of this fat in your body.
Yeah.
And this is like you're drinking a freezer.
Yeah.
Like you want to freeze it.
Yeah.
The wines you could have that will push it out.
Yeah.
Because this is a grape. In fact, Jesus turned water into wine. If he could do that,
I honestly agree with you.
it's healthy enough.
and-
So you should choose the best wine for every. I saw this Bible page. There's this Bible show on Steve Harvey.
Steve
Just
Harvey,
trying to
yeah.
be comic. He asked a girl. Was it Steve Harvey? But I know it's one of these comedy.
Yeah.
It might not be Steve Harvey. He asked this girl that what makes a wedding better.
Yeah.
She was like 8. She said, Jesus turned water into wine.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? She said, the more the wine, the better the wedding is.
Of course that's true. Of course that's true. But you know, as much as I agree with you, I'm also more on the side of having dry wine with no residual sugar. But if you're gonna talk down on sweet wines, I can't let you do that. I can't let you talk down on Chenin Blanc.
I don't like
I can't let
sweet
you
wines.
talk down
I'm
on
sorry, I don't
Riesling,
like-
sweet
sweet
Riesling.
wines,
I
they're
can't let
never
you
gonna
talk
be my
about the beautiful work those people are doing in Portugal.
That's
Those
the problem.
Ruby, those Port. I can't let you talk down on them
That
because
is the
those are
problem
amazing wines
of
as
the
well.
market crowd.
You are the
I
type
am
of
a
girl to
market-
drink sherry and say, ooh.
Yes, I love cherry.
The first time I drank sherry, I was like,
I'm sorry.
I have to grow on it.
I don't take sweet chocolate. I do dark chocolate. I don't take sweet flavored stuff. In fact, once it comes to wine, my wine,
Yeah.
everybody that knows me knows that April is allergic to sweet wine.
Oh.
It's not like something's gonna happen to me, I'm gonna die or
Yeah.
something. But I don't like sweet wines, and that is it. So
I mean,
my-
fair enough. And see, what I always tell people, one thing I always tell people is this, that you don't need anyone to tell you how to like your wine. Liking a wine has nothing to do with the greatness of the wine.
Exactly.
Liking a wine, you could like a $10 wine and hate a $500 wine. It doesn't replace anything from the greatness of the wine. It's just personal preference.
And there are different events for different wines. That's what people don't know. Yeah, there are different events for different wines. There's some, I think they should start even teaching hospitality people
Yeah.
about kind of wines they should serve with some certain kind of meals. Because most of them don't know.
I could do that. Name a meal and I'll tell you what to serve with it.
Okay, I want to have pork ribs.
Pork ribs. Easily. It's got fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tannins, high tannins.
Because you know, most of these people don't know.
Well, you're talking to Juju, the wine guy. So
Haven't
one more
you seen
food.
people that
Tell me
put-
one more food.
Okay, wait. Haven't you seen people that put wine in a freezer? You should be jailed.
Yeah, in some countries they will jail them.
Yeah, you should be jailed.
When I'm the
Why
president.
would you serve me cold wine? Wine should be served the way it is, warm. That is why the glass is like this.
You mean
People
red
don't
wine,
even
right?
understand.
But you would have to chill a white wine. See, even some red wines.
No,
see,
I'm talking
let me tell you
about red
something.
wine.
Let me tell you something. There are some red wines that I've tasted that they are so horrible that you can only rescue that wine by chilling it in the fridge
That
or
means you
serving
took
it.
a bad wine. Why are you drinking a bad wine?
I have to drink both bad wines, good wines, okay
I
wines
mean,
to
you're
know
too
which
good
one.
to drink a bad wine.
But that's how I get to know about wines.
No, you shouldn't drink a bad wine. I don't drink bad wines. That's why I could.
How
drink
do you know
it.
it's bad before tasting?
I smell.
You have to.
I'm sorry. I smell.
That's how you know it's bad.
If I smell a bad wine, I know a bad wine.
Yeah.
I know a dubbed wine when I smell it.
Like when what do you call it? When the wine is corked, yeah. From the
Yeah,
smell,
I
you can
know.
tell that.
I know it.
Yeah.
Even from you opening it alone, the corking.
Yeah.
Sometimes you try to open some wines at the break, and it's written some very brand name, and you think that brand will go all that way to put a crown cork that when you open it breaks into the wine. Nah,
Yeah.
that is fake. I don't drink wines like that.
I have a name for you.
What is that?
Wine snob. You're a wine snob.
Oh, I should drink everything else.
No, not that, but you are a wine snob.
I'm sorry, Jojo. I don't do every kind of wine. I'm a mini wine connoisseur, and I swear I love good
I
wine.
hear you actually come from a family of connoisseurs.
Yeah, I came from from my great grandfather to my father from my great grandfather to my grandfather. Oh, from my great great grandfather. I'm
Oh, wow.
sorry. To my
Yeah, drink like that in the
grandfather.
family.
Yeah, I grew
Oh,
up
I
in a
drink
house
to
where
that.
we did with wine.
My dad drinks wine.
We
So I
have
started
barrels.
stealing wines when I was
We had
7.
terms, we had horses, we had barrels.
Mm.
So, I mean, when I talk about wine, I know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. And my mom loves sweet wine. She knows I've never been a fan of it, and I will never be a fan of it. Even if it's made by the biggest winery from Italy, from France, from wherever you call it. But you see wine?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, what do you say about people that say, "Hey, wine gives me headache"?
Have they had some other alcohol?
I don't know, but have you met people like that?
Wine gives them headache.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I
say
think they
that.
should check up on their health.
No, not that. I want to talk about this because those that say wine gives them headache, they actually don't know that they are allergic to sulfur.
Apart from that,
That's sulfur allergy.
yeah. Apart from that, some people are allergic to some fruits. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I have a
allergies
fruit
can-
allergy.
Which one?
I'm allergic to citrus. Yeah.
You don't drink whiskey sour?
I'm allergic to citrus.
You don't drink sex on the beach?
No, I don't. That's what I was trying to tell you, that I take my whiskey straight. I don't even mix.
So you go for more aromatic cocktails than sours? Because
Yes.
sours are citrus
Yes,
and all
so
that.
for
I see
me,
all
I'm
that.
allergic to citrus. I'm also allergic to pineapple.
Yeah. So that's actually the same thing with those that tell you they get headache.
No, the
Allergic
people.
to pineapple?
Yeah, I'm allergic to pineapple because if I take pineapple here, I'll be eating all of my body.
Oh, you know, pineapple is like the symbol for hospitality.
When it comes to wine, as we speak, some people are allergic to some kind of grapes, and they don't know because in Africa, where we're from,
Yeah,
we don't look into allergies.
yeah.
Most people look into allergies in some of this part of the world, and they already know, oh, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to that, so they avoid stuff that has, oh, I'm allergic to red grapes, green grapes, all of these things. So, but in Africa, we don't look at it. So when you drink this and it makes you purge, you feel like, the wine is not good.
All right. So I think we have to round up real quick. But allergies are so important. Allergies kills, and it's something that restaurants and people need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
When they go to restaurants, it's important to ask
Be you a
people.
connoisseur,
Yeah,
be you
yeah,
a
yeah.
mixologist, you need to be pay attention to allergies.
Like, from
you
where I
need to
come,
ask your client,
in
what
Cyprus,
are you allergic
in
to?
Cyprus, like they sell like like those bar snacks. You have like different sort of nuts all together. One time I bought it and brought it home, and my daughter ate them, and her ears grew this big. That was allergy. We took her to the hospital, and they said she was allergic to a particular type
Nut.
of nut.
Yeah.
But I never had her try nuts again, so I don't even know the one she's allergic to.
You should. My son is allergic to calamari. When he takes it, his face curls up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of allergies, but we don't look into it because we're African, we're like, eat that, eat it.
You know, I'm actually,
You know?
I'm actually allergic to pretty girls. I'm sitting right here with you.
African parents beat you out from allergies. They beat you out of allergies. But anyways,
yeah,
it's nice having a wine evening with you. We'll definitely do this again.
Yeah, you're a difficult one.
I know, right?
Yeah, but we should have you again.
And cheers, buddy.
Yes.